Hey everyone, I'm okay. Let me just get that out the way really quickly. I'm okay. I'm tired. I could I could use some rest, but I'm okay. And I am here before you with a update. I'm looking at the clock. I got an eye on the clock because I don't want to be before you long. I just really want to, first of all, thank you. Thank you so much for your prayers and your well wishes and your good thoughts. I do appreciate that. I've been incognito since I've been in the hospital because the area of the hospital that I was in did not do so well with signal. Everywhere else is fine, but where I was in the emergency department and the cardiovascular department, the testing areas and stuff like that, they suppressed the signal there for obvious reasons. There's medical equipment, heavy duty medical equipment. So, what am I going to do? I'm not going to demand that they let me on the system so I could tweet. But other than that, that's why I've been absent. But I've been thinking about all of you guys. I have. I've been thinking about my life since this surgery I had 6 months ago. The twists and turns it has taken, the stuff that I've learned about myself since then, and what I thought the surgery would accomplish, and the surprising things that it didn't change or that it didn't accomplish. For instance, my health. Now, some people who may hear my story and they think that, oh, she's always in poor health, and I'm never in poor health. I don't believe I'm in poor health ever. I do, however, have some medical issues that require treatment from time to time, and that's where I'm at with that. Okay, so as you can tell, I'm still in the hospital. I'll be here for a while. I'll be here for a little while. I don't know if a little while is 3 days or 5 days. I really don't know at this point. The last time you and I talked, I was on my way to work Wednesday morning, and we talked about Elle, the shrinking elephant foot. At the time, I remember telling you guys that I thought taking the Diamox, or rather the acetamolazide, was helping with the shrinking foot by releasing some of that fluid. And I believe that it had. The problem was that the pain never really went away, and the swelling never really went away. But long story short, I ended up back in the hospital to talk about the foot again. And this time things were very different. The testing that they put me through was very different. But that's because things had changed. And when they did my blood work, there were things in my blood work that indicated that there were blood clots traveling through my body. And so they followed up. They took the next step. The next step involved all kinds of scans. I did something called a VQ scan. I did a Doppler. I have pictures that I'll post on my blog later. A Doppler is like they put cuffs all the way from the top of my leg to the bottom of my leg on both of them, and they applied pressure. I guess I can't really remember why they did that. And when I remember, I'm going to tell you. They also did a sonogram of the legs, and I also did a cardio sonogram. I mean, I did an extensive battery of tests that took all day to complete. So they came and got me yesterday morning at 6 a.m., and I didn't get back to my spot in the ER until about 4 p.m. And then, of course, I had to wait, for a bed, a room, which I am here now. So, but they were able to confirm at the end of the day that there were blood clots, and they believe that they're in my lung. Now, between me and you, that sounds very serious, and I think it is very serious. I don't even have a joke for that. Clots in your lungs. I'm blank. I can't think of a joke. I can't even think of a joke for that. Yes, I am. Yes, please. So after all of that, They confirmed the presence and the location, and they started me on a heparin therapy. And that's right here. You can see that. I tried to dress it up with a little scarf and everything, because it looked a little stark. That's my little handiwork right there. The heparin therapy, heparin, if you don't know, is a blood thinner. And I've been on it since 6 a.m. And the continuous drip is meant to break up the clots and prevent new ones from forming. And then they discussed me going on a drug called Coumadin afterwards. But take it step by step because I serve a very big God. So I'm going to stay tuned for that. Oh, yes, I'm going to stay tuned for that. Anyway, what else? I want to tell you that being in this hospital, away from my family and away from my children, is not very easy. It's not easy for me. Especially with this thing, because I don't know this thing. Pseudotumor cerebri, spinal taps, Diamox, acetamolazide. See, those things I know. Neurology, I know those things. Papilledema, swollen optic nerves. I know those things because I lived with those things for so long. But cardiovascular issues, they did a scan of my arteries. My carotid artery in my right side is 70% narrowed, meaning that pretty much explains why I almost passed out on the L train and why I've been passing out. And that's something that I haven't been telling you guys, is that I've been having syncope, which is passing out. I haven't told that to you guys. But that was a new issue that began happening in the past week or two, where I just couldn't stay awake. And it wasn't just happening, and it wasn't a regular fatigue that was happening at nighttime. It was happening at the crack of dawn. It was happening at lunchtime, where I would just get this overwhelming, sudden urge to lay down and go to sleep right away now. And that had been something serious to me. So, my sister said today, I couldn't tell because your Facebook updates were just pretty upbeat. And, you were blogging and tweeting and all that. Some things I keep to myself, and that was something I kept to myself while I was getting treatment for that, which is also the second part of why I've been admitted into the hospital. And I'm not really sure if I really want to talk about it completely. I just want to say that I believe in a big God, and I believe this is a small problem compared to Him. Again, I'm doing good. I mean, look at me. I'm smiling. I'm, batting my eyelashes at the transport staff. I think they have a bet that they're fake. I'm going to let them think that my eyelashes are fake. They're not fake. I comb them. That's my secret. Anyway. But so far, so good. My appetite is good. I'm doing good. I got Netflix in the hospital on my computer. I got my phone. I mean, my friends and my family are coming through with text messages and they visiting me. And so I'm doing good for right now. And that's my update. 9 minutes. Oh, my God. I've been talking. So hit me up. I'll be online. And you've been updated. Deuces.